Howdy, how you doing? This is Joseph Graham. I'm with Upshot Solutions. You did reach out to us, and I've been trying to reach out to you, but you probably said piss off and found somebody else. But just for reaching out, I'm making this video for you. Ayana Garrett. Okay, so your business is called 86 LLC, and you're based out of Fort Worth or like Northside and Keller, right? What you do, I don't know what you do. But I don't need to know what you do right now. So I'm gonna show you a couple things. Okay, so check this out. Yes, having a website is very important, but that's just one cog on the wheel. So over the last decade of doing this stuff, I pretty much broke it down into the key elements. And I call these key elements the MCMs. More calls, more sales. It doesn't matter if you're a brick and mortar business like a Starbucks or a print shop or a building, right? Or if you're a phone driven business, which is, primarily, what this is for, but it also works for, brick and mortars, right? So the first thing that you see here is the GMB, okay? So the GMB means Google My Business. So if you actually search for GMB, you will pull up, it'll say Google My Business, and you're going to use your business email to establish one of these. Reason being, when anybody's looking for your product, your service, I don't know what, because I've been Googling your business name, and you don't have anything, not a Facebook page, anything. So, but it doesn't matter. So let's just say I'm looking for auto glass. Let's just say you were to repair glass, or if you're a carpet cleaner, or it doesn't matter if you do eyelashes, right? Auto glass. So someone who needs windshield repair is either going to ask they're someone they know, someone they trust, right? Hey, do you know who can fix my windshield? Yeah, you need to call 86 LLC. I'm just using that example because I have no idea what you do, right? So that's called the word of mouth referral. That's what people do. They'll either ask someone they know, or they jump on Google, right? Which the importance of the internet, because that's why you reached out to us. So if the people they reached out to aren't really giving them any good explanations or recommendations, they're going to jump on Google and they might type in something like, windshield replacement, right? And if they live in South Fort Worth, which I do, certain businesses are going to show up in that area. Someone who lives in Saginaw, see, I want you to see this. See how it says Fred's, Peck's, and Freeway? See how there's different businesses are showing up on this other side of town? But it doesn't matter when you dominate the whole town. But it's baby steps. It's baby steps. So to even be eligible, you got to have one of these GMBs. Without one of these GMBs set up, people don't know. People who are actively searching for your service, right? They're not going to be searching for your company name. People aren't looking for Upshot Solutions. They're not looking for the company name. They're looking for these services. These are called keywords, okay? And then they're going to click or call one of these top 3 listings. See, the thing about ads is the people running these ads are either a really huge company or they do not know these key elements here, okay? So these top 3 companies in these map listings get 70% of the traffic, which means one of these top 3 guys has a 70% chance of making that sell to get the windshield repair, okay? Next is the website. Yes, the website is very important. It's like your vehicle, like your online vehicle, okay? And you want to optimize it. You want to tune it out. So that's like your race car, okay? And then when you get your race car nice and tight, ready for this race, this SEO ranking online, whatever you want to call it, race, that's whenever we start getting into these other things, backlinks and citations. But you can't be cited if you don't even have anything else. So go to GMB, GoogleMyBusiness.com, fill out that information. It's pretty explanatory. You just follow along the steps, okay? And then you start building your site, all right? And then also, if you have a Facebook page, set that up. Go ahead and set up your Facebook page. Okay, set up your Facebook page. Set up Yelp if you have. Just go to Yelp. Make sure you're using the same information. Make sure the business name. Here's what's key. I want to show you this. So we're just gonna click on Steve's Auto. So you want to make sure that your business name is the same in all these places, like Facebook, on that Google My Business is all the same. You want to make sure that your address that you're going to use is the same. Even if you don't want your address being shown, there's an option. I actually created a video. If you want it, I can send it to you on how to set up that GMB. I made it earlier today. It's like 8 minutes long. But in one of those first steps, they're going to ask, is this a address that people can visit or not? Right? It's yes or no. If you click yes, your address is going to be visible. Okay? If you don't care, then you can just click yes. I put it up here. But either way, all this, it's called NAP, your name, address, phone number. It needs to be consistent. It needs to be the same name, the same address, the same phone number, right? And again, you don't want to be using your personal cell phone number. There's something called tracking numbers. We use tracking numbers online. So let's just say this was a tracking number. Anybody calls this number, it's automatically linked. I'm going to get a notification to my email, to my cell phone. It's just, because you don't want to use your cell phone. And it helps you track how many leads are calling this number and etc. We can get into all that later. Okay. So these are just some of the basic things that you already know. Okay. But I just want to reach out to you and make this video for you anyways. All right. Right. These are things that you can be doing yourself. Like while you're waiting for these guys to be building your website, whoever you chose. Okay. And also like just content. So content, they say content is king. So content is not necessarily just the words on your website, although it is very important, the words. You also want to be looking for like the most frequently asked questions in your market or in your, industry. So look, if I go back here, you see how people are asking questions. How much does it cost? What's it cost? Yada, yada, yada. There's a ton of more questions, but we want to find those questions and you want to have authoritative answers. Okay. When it comes to this, you want to be the Wikipedia of whatever your niche is, whatever industry you're in. And when I say the Wikipedia, so if I type in beer, because we live right by that Miller factory, right? You see how Wikipedia is up here, has like half of the front, top of the page, because they are the most authoritative. They have the most authoritative and relevant content on the subject matter. Okay, and it doesn't matter if you're doing driveways, if you're doing DoorDash, if whatever your business is, you want to become the Wikipedia of it so that you have the most authoritative web presence. All right. So I'm sorry, it took us a couple of days to respond to you. This is probably like a week later. And yeah, good luck.